revealed in Mecca. And the rod, what's the meaning of rod? Thunder. Because Allah talks about thunderbolts in this surah. So we see some realities about thunder, rod, that we may not knew before. So let's start. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says now.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف تلك آيات الكتاب والذي إليك من ربك الحق ولكن أكثر الناس لا يؤمنون.
Now, let's read together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام تلك آيات الكتاب والذي أنزل إليك من ربك الحق ولكن أكثر الناس لا يؤمنون. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Every chapter of the Quran begins with this statement, except Surah Tawbah, because Tawbah is a continuation, it's like a continuation of Surah Al-Anfal. Allah wants us to commit our activities to His name so that it can be blessed. Bismillah, the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman, the most gracious, Ar-Rahim, the most merciful. Scholars have said that Ar-Rahman is an attribute of Allah with which He relates with us in this world. Ar-Rahim is an attribute of Allah with which He will relate with us in the hereafter. Both of them are from Rahmah, mercy. Ar-Rahman, Allah will show mercy to those who deserve it and those who don't deserve it. Everyone that ever lives will enjoy from the mercy of Allah in this world, whether you obey Him or not. But Ar-Rahim, وَكَانَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَحِيمًا. This Rahmah will be for believers on the day of resurrection. If every chapter of the Quran begins with Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, the name of Allah, who is gracious and who is merciful, that is mercy, that is kindness of Allah. You cannot be worshiping Allah, who is entirely merciful, who is gracious, who is clement, who is gracious to us, and you, a servant, you will not be gracious, you will not be merciful, you will not be kind. If this name has actually worked in you, as we mention it every time, the Lord you worship is a merciful Lord. The Lord you worship is a kind Lord. He is kind to everyone in this world. You too must be good to everyone in this world. He says He's going to judge us hereafter to determine who receives His mercy hereafter. to leave judgment to him when it comes to the matter of faith. Because we know that Islam is the religion of Allah. And we have to invite people to it. Yet, you don't have to be unnecessarily judgmental. You don't have to necessarily hate people. Just live with people and relate well with everyone. When it comes to judgment about faith, Allah will do that hereafter. But we know who is of the truth and we know who is falsehood in this world according to the Quran. So our Lord is merciful. You must be merciful. Our Lord is kind. You must be kind, not only to the Muslims, but to the non-Muslims and everyone. Every creature of Allah deserves your kindness and mercy. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, there is reward in being kind to every living being. There is reward in being kind to every living being, even if it's an animal. Because when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam uttered this statement, it was a time when he told us about how Allah had forgiven someone who provided water for a starving and thirsty dog. So our Lord is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Allah says Alif Lam Mim Ra. This is just like Alif Lam Mim, Alif Lam Mim Sod, Ha Mim, Nun, Yasin, O Ha, Kaf, Ha Ya Ain, Sod, and so on and so forth. We often say Allahu A'lam bi muradihi bidhalik. Allah knows best what He means by these letters, al-huruf al-muqatta'a. Why some have offered that is a way to demonstrate the miraculousness of the Quran. Those who claim that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the one who fabricated the Quran, that the Quran had not come from an eye, that had not come from heaven. It was Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who forged it. Then this is Alif, this is Lam, this is Mim, this is Ra. 4 letters are there. Bring together your own letters to become words, and your words should become sentences, sentences becoming paragraphs, passage, and so on and so forth. And let's see whether it makes sense or not. So compose something similar to this. If you think Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a human being like you, so, and you too, you are people who are blessed with oratorical prowess and the literary expertise. So bring something together like the Quran if you think that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has left. So this is Alif Lam Mim Ra. This is Alif Lam Mim. This is Ha Mim. This is Kaf Ha Ya. It's all. They were not able to produce anything. This is why Allah says, فَإِن كُنتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ إِن كُنتُمْ فَإِن لَّمْ تَفْعَلُوا وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا فَاتَّقُوا النَّارَ التي وقودها الناس والحجارة. And فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا. You can't do it. You can't produce anything like the Quran because it's not from any human. It's beyond Prophet Muhammad's knowledge. It's from Allah. Tilka ayatul kitab. These are the verses of the book of the Quran, the book. These are the verses of the book. This shows that there is nothing in the Quran that is missing. There is nothing in the Quran that is missing. So everything that is called the Quran is what we have with us here. Nothing is missing. Tilka ayatul kitab. Walladhi unzila ilayka min rabbika al-haq. And what has been revealed to you from your Lord is the truth. What has been revealed to you from your Lord is the truth. That is the Quran, is the truth. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Even though most people will not believe. even though most people will not believe. So these, Allah says, has come from Allah, the Quran. The Quran is from whom? From Allah. It's not from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Quran is the truth. There is no falsehood in it. Ọ̀rọ̀ òtítọ́ ni, kò sí irọ́ kankan nínú ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run tó wá jẹ́ kíní àkọ́ yé wa o. Ó ní walakinna akthara an-nasi la yu'minun. Most people will not believe both. So ẹ má dààmú ara yín. You are likely going to see more disbelievers than believers in this world. Allah knows how he's going to deal with everyone. So, and you must be careful. The slogan that majority carries the vote. The majority may not always be right. Because Allah says here, وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. In other parts of the Quran, it's وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يَشْكُرُونَ. Most people. So don't be deceived by the majority wherever you are. Don't be deceived by the majority. If you look at the world now, you notice that majority are not really committed to faith. For example, if you look at the women poll, you will see that more women are disobedient to Allah than those who obey Him. So you may see that if a woman wants to judge by majority and he wants to follow the bandwagon, it means that she will become ashamed of herself using the hijab when majority are not using the hijab. She may become ashamed or shy. How can I be putting out this thing when majority are showing everything to the world? So if she follows the majority, she may end up, becoming a fasiqah in the sight of Allah. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Sinfani min ahli an-nar lam arahuma." There are two categories of people. They are amongst the denizens of hellfire. They are amongst the inmates of hellfire. Lam arahuma, but I've not seen them now. I've not seen them now. That is on the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These people were not in existence. But the Prophet prophesied these people will come. Two sets of people. He said they are from the inmates of hellfire. The first category, they are a people with whom our whips yẹgbáwà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Kàdínábìlì bákọ̀rọ̀. Ẹgbà yìí dàbí èrú màlúù. Like tails of camel, of cows. Bí èrú màlúù làwọn ẹgbà yìí ṣe máa rí. Yadribuna biha an-nas. They will be using these whips to beat people unjustly, wickedly. Scholars have offered several interpretations to this. Who are this category of people who beat people unjustly? Are they the police who do that? Or the politicians, the leaders who use their control to the detriment of people, to make things difficult for people, to oppress the people and suppress them? Allahu Alam. But the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said this category of were not in existence during his time. The second category, he said, they are women. They are women. Kasiyatun, they are closed. Asawalarama. Ariyatun, yes, they are naked. They are clothed, but they are naked. Asawalarama, sumawa ni huru. Kasiyatun, ariyatun. Ma'ilatun, mumilat. Ma'ilatun, they have deviated from the right moral. They have deviated from decency and modesty. Mumilat, they are provocative. They are provocative. They provoke men. With their dressing, with everything about them, they provoke men. رؤوسهن كأسنمة البخت المائلة. Their hairstyles I like the arms of a dromedary, like arms of camels that are shaking, moving here and there. That is, they have different hairstyles, perhaps these attachments or something similar to this, which they expose, and they move here from here and there with their stylish walking and provocative dressing. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "La yadkhulna al-jannah." These women will not enter Jannah. These women will not enter Jannah. He has described how they dress, how they walk, what they put on, their hairstyle. They will not enter Jannah. Wala yajidna riyaha. They will not even smell its fragrance. They will not smell its fragrance. وَإِنَّ رِيَهَا لَتُوجَدُ مِنْ مَسِيرَةِ كَذَا وَكَذَا. Even though the fragrance of Jannah will have been perceived far off, far away, a very far distance where Jannah is, you will be perceiving a smell right from there. But these women, they will be so distant from hellfire so much so that they will not even smell the fragrance, let alone seeing where Jannah is. Why? Because of who they are. They are dressed, but they are naked. Don't we see them? The Prophet never saw them. But do we know them or not? If where we are, in Lagos State, for example, that's not the way majority of women dress. If you now want to follow if our women want to follow the majority, what do you think will happen to you? You too become a passport. You will be amongst these. وَلَكِنَّ أَكْثَرَ النَّاسِ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. But most people will not believe. Most. So don't follow majority here. That's just an example. There are so many examples. Lagos State, we believe nothing goes for nothing. A lot of chua-chua, a lot of 419, a lot of what's going on. And this is what maybe most people. ولكن أكثر الناس لا يؤمنون. If you follow the majority, you will lose your hereafter. You will lose your hereafter. So let's be careful about that. The fact that the majority carries what we see people do. You can't just be doing what you see people do. You must be principled and disciplined wherever you are. ولكن أكثر الناس لا يؤمنون. Verse 2, Allah says,
الله الذي رفع السماوات بغير عمد ترونها ثم استوى على العرش وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري أجل الأمر يفصل الآيات لعلكم
let's read together. الله الذي رفع السماوات بغير عمد ترون. Allah says, Allah الذي رفع السماوات بغير عمد ترونها. Allah is he who raised the heavens without any pillars that you can see. Allah is the one who raised the heavens without any pillars. Tarawnaha, no pillars that you can see. Or بغير عمد, Allah raised the heavens without any pillars. Tarawnaha, you too can see the heavens. You too can see it without pillars, can't you? So these are two ways of interpreting this. Allahu alladhi rafa'a samawat. It is Allah who raised the heavens above us, بغير عمد, without any pillars holding them. Tarawnaha, you too can see it, no pillars. Or they are, Allah has raised the heavens without any pillars that you can see. Perhaps they have pillars, but you can't see them, according to his suggestion. But majority of the scholars here, they say what it means is that Allah has raised the heavens without any pillars. You too can see that it doesn't have any pillars. That's to demonstrate the greatness of Allah subhanahu. We seem to be heedless because it has existed like this even before we were born. It has never threatened to fall apart. It has never threatened to fall. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Any questions? We are sorry those who are watching us online. I didn't know I got unmuted. So on Sunday there will be no tazkirah. We are going to have hafla for our children who completed their memorization of the Quran. May Allah bless them all and make the Quran beneficial to them in this world and the hereafter. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحانك اللهم ربنا بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Yorùbá yìí ń wo online ẹ bá sọ fún pé mi ti wà muted àbẹ́yẹ̀ olú ẹ padà wò. Okay.